bacon ranch cheesy bread. This is a big bowl of sourdough, and I'm gonna cut it into crisscrosses. And when you cut this for cheesy bread, you don't wanna get all the way through. So you just wanna make kind of thick slices. So everything's still attached, but there's room in there to stuff to your heart's content. So speaking of my heart's content, I'm gonna make the mixture with 2 cheeses. It's just Monterey Jack and cheddar, bacon, and then the white parts of green onions, and parsley. This is a beautiful mixture here. Cheese, bacon, onions, parsley.
Oh my gosh.
You want to pull apart the bread as you stuff it in. And I mean, you literally have to pull back every section and let the bread and the bacon mixture fall down into it. It takes a little time to make sure it's all stuffed well. All right, look at this, Paige. Doesn't that look amazing? So I've got a packet of ranch seasoning, or ranch seasoning from a packet, and I'm gonna sprinkle it into butter. So here we go. Ranch butter. Okay, so for the first stage of cooking, I'm gonna fold the foil over just to enclose it a little bit. So I'm gonna bake it covered for 25 minutes at 350, and then I'll uncover it and bake it for another 10. It's gonna be so darn good. Look at this. That ranch butter on top, check it out. It looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Ooh, this is an oval platter, but it's sort of baked into an oval because it's just so stuffed with cheesy goodness. My family loves chicken nuggets. They also love chicken bacon ranch sandwiches. So I'm gonna mash up nuggets and sandwiches and make chicken nugget bacon ranch clubs. Talk about a mashup from heaven. I'm making the breading for the chicken nuggets now, and I'm starting with 2 eggs, and I'll add about 2 tablespoons of water, just a simple egg wash, and I'll beat these together. Now the breading for the nuggets is gonna be panko crumbs, which are nice and crisp. You can also use regular breadcrumbs or seasoned breadcrumbs, whatever you have in your pantry. Now I'm gonna make a flour mixture. And when you're doing quick and easy recipes, it's nice to just make things in a bag or bowl and just toss everything together. So I'm gonna add a cup of flour and then a tablespoon of seasoned salt. This is quite a bit of flour, so it needs seasoning. A favorite seasoning in our house is lemon pepper, so I'll add about 1/4 teaspoon. And then back to the salt and pepper. And rather than grab a clean spoon, you can just kind of gather it up and shake it until it's all combined. All right, now I've already got the chicken ready. I cut 2 chicken breasts into little nugget bites, and I'm gonna drop it right into the bag. And then I'm gonna seal it this time because I don't want the flour mixture going everywhere. I always leave a little bit of air in the bag, and then I can shake it up, think about my to-do list for the day. It takes a minute just to get everything coated. All right, these nuggets are perfectly coated in this flour. So I'm gonna drop them quickly into the egg wash and then quickly into the crumbs. All right, now while my fingers are still a mess, I'm gonna go ahead and drop half of the nuggets into a pot of oil. Okay, believe it or not, this first batch of chicken nuggets are ready to come out. Look how quickly those cooked. And now I'll put the rest of them in. I'll use the spatula this time since my hands are clean. Okay, I'm gonna let this second batch keep cooking, and I'm gonna get the stuff ready for the sandwiches. I've got some beautiful red tomatoes, and I'll just slice them up. Now I've also got a bunch of bacon, and I'm gonna use them in halves, so I just cut a bunch of slices in half. And then I have some beautiful leaves of butter lettuce. Okay, that's 6 leaves. This is perfect. Okay, now I'm ready to build the sandwich. I'm very excited. For the bread, I'm using a Kaiser roll. I'll spoon on some ranch first, So you can use your own, or you can use the bottled stuff. Then a leaf of lettuce, 4 half slices of bacon. All right, now I'm gonna add some nuggets. Now I wanted to add some pickles to the mix, and I'm gonna put those right on top of the chicken. Just some dill pickle slices. All right, and then I'm gonna drizzle on just a little bit more ranch. I like to drizzle it on the chicken and pickles. A couple of tomato slices, and then ketchup on the top bun. Then the lid goes on, and I'm gonna make 5 more. These are buttery ranch rolls. So I'm making a beautiful butter, and all it is garlic and parsley and melted butter. I'm just gonna turn this way down and let it simmer and infuse. And then I'm gonna get the dough ready. So this is the kind of thing where you can use whatever dough you have at your disposal. This is store-bought pizza dough. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off under this butter so it is ready to go. So I'm gonna get a rolling pin, and I'm gonna roll this out until it's about 12 by 8. These rolls are amazing. They basically look like cinnamon rolls or sweet rolls, but they are ultra savory, very garlicky, and the star of the show is ranch. I think I've got this rolled out about as long and wide as I can get it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so, ooh, gosh, it got a little brown in a good way. So I'm gonna pour, just like I would with cinnamon rolls, a really good amount of this garlicky parsley butter on the dough, and then I'm gonna brush it with a brush, and you basically wanna get the butter all the way out to the edge. Okay, so I have a packet of ranch seasoning, and I'm gonna sprinkle it all over the buttery surface. This is kind of like the cinnamon sugar in the cinnamon roll scenario.
Oh.
And then
Nifty.
I'm gonna use my little typewriter technique. I just flipped it over so the seam side is down. If a little bit leaks out, don't be sad, because that means it's gonna be really good. And then when you get it rolled into a garlicky, savory log, you wanna cut it into 12 semi-equal circles. So I still have a little bit of butter in the pan. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit on the bottom. Yes, I'm putting more butter on the bottom of the pan. And then I'm gonna put all of these rolls into the pan until it's totally full. All right, nice and messy. So just like you would with cinnamon rolls, you wanna put these in sort of a warm place in your kitchen, let them rise for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll show you what they look like after they rise. Check it out.
Wow.
Look at all the butter. It's kind of like souped up around the sides. Okay, so let's go get these in the oven, Alex. And I have a surprise for you. What do you think the surprise is?
Magic of TV?
Yes. So these go in 400 for about 20 minutes. And look what I have. Can you handle this? Oh God, it's hot. Oh my
Sizzling
word.
butter.
Those look so good. These are buttery ranch rolls is what these are. And this is what I do when I make cinnamon rolls. I can't wait. I love being a teenager. Buffalo chicken totchos. I've just got frozen tots, and I'm sprinkling on some chili powder and some cumin. Sprinkle that over. And then I'll give these a toss. Frozen tots are pretty darn good as they are, but adding the chili powder and cumin really kind of elevates them. Okay, they are all coated. So I'm gonna bake these in the oven. They're gonna go onto a rimmed sheet pan. Now I'm gonna bake these in a 450-degree oven for about 35 minutes. So I'm gonna move forward with the buffalo chicken mixture. I just added some chicken breasts that I cut into chunks, and I'm adding plenty of salt and pepper. I just had a little butter in the skillet, and I'm gonna start browning this before I move forward with the sauce. This kind of recipe is so much fun because you can serve it to teenagers after school. If they have friends over after a football game, it's perfect for that. Okay, the chicken is starting to brown, so I have some more things to add to the skillet. I've got some finely minced garlic and some sliced celery, which kind of ties into the buffalo chicken theme, and some sliced scallions. Okay. When Alex and Paige left for college, I swore things would never feel normal again. But we've kind of gotten a little rhythm. When the girls come home to visit, it's absolutely wonderful. And then when they go back, we settle right back into the man cave routine. So now for the buffalo angle, I've got Louisiana hot sauce, and I'm gonna pour in a whole bottle. This is a great, quick way to make buffalo chicken. Of course, the classic is buffalo chicken wings. That takes a little more time. You have to fry the wings and then simmer them in the sauce. Okay, I think that chicken is just about done, and I think the tots are ready to come out of the oven. They should be golden and crisp, and yes, they are. While I'm here, I'm gonna turn the broiler on, so that'll be ready. So now I'm gonna assemble the Totchos, but I wanna get the tots into sort of a group in the middle. You basically wanna make a pile. So first I'm gonna put on just a little bit of cheese. I'm using pepper jack, but you can use plain jack, sharp cheddar, a mix of Colby jack, and then this very saucy, spicy, tasty chicken goes on. I'm gonna grab a bigger spoon. Okay, now you wanna get a bunch of chicken on top, but you also wanna get sauce all over the mix. It'll kind of seep down into those crevices. And then the rest of the cheese goes on. And this is going to be such a scrumptious pile of food right here. Okay, now the pan goes under the broiler just for 2 or 3 minutes until the cheese is melted and bubbly. This is not a dish you want to make ahead of time. You make it right before you serve it. Now I'm gonna make a blue cheese ranch dressing to go with the Totchos. You won't believe how easy this is. I've just got some prepared ranch, and I'm spiking it with just a little bit of blue cheese. I'll give it a stir and add a little pepper and a little bit of salt. Ranch is basically a way of life with my teenagers. They eat ranch with pizza, chicken nuggets, French fries. I like to spike it with just a little bit of blue cheese to keep it consistent with buffalo chicken. Okay, that's the dressing. Pretty sure that cheese is melted by now. Let me take a look. Oh, yes. It all makes sense now, doesn't it? Oh, what a fun dish. I love it. Now, of course, you can serve little ramekins with the ranch in it, but I kind of like to just go for it and drizzle it on all over. It kind of makes a mess, but that never bothers me. Now to garnish, I like to sprinkle on some celery leaves. So pretty, and keeps driving home that buffalo chicken point. And then a whole bunch of green onions. Well, if you've never seen buffalo chicken Totchos before in your life, that just changed. Here they are. I've been seasoning 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm gonna get them into the pan. This chicken taco salad is one of my 16-minute meals. It's really, really fast, really easy, and so flavorful. I'll sprinkle the other side, then I won't have to touch the chicken with my hands. I'm just using prepared taco seasoning, and it's great for really quick meals. There's a lot of flavor. You don't have to take the time to mix different spices. It works really well. Okay. I'm letting this cook in oil and butter to give it great color and flavor. The chicken's gonna cook about 4 minutes per side. I'm using bottled ranch to make a spicy ranch dressing for the taco salad. I'll start with about a 1/4 cup or so, and then I'll spoon in a couple tablespoons of jarred salsa. All right, now just to give the dressing a little bit of freshness, some cilantro. Missy doesn't live very far away, but we both get so busy, we hardly ever get together, just the 2 of us. So we're gonna have so much fun. Now the chicken should be ready to turn. Ooh, looks great, nice and flavorful. I'll just put it on a plate. Looks Now it's just gonna rest for a little bit. Now I have 2 ears of fresh corn and I'm gonna grill the corn, but before I put it on the grill pan, I'm just gonna roll it around in the skillet that I cooked the chicken in, and it's just gonna get some of that yummy flavor on the outside. Okay, the corn is ready. It's got a little bit of color, a few grill marks on the outside. And now I'll just slice the corn kernels right off the cob. They're not too hot to handle. I love fresh corn because then you can control how much you cook it. I like corn to be pretty crunchy, not totally raw, but not totally cooked either. Now I'll just grab the chicken, dice it up. It looks really, really good. Everything in this salad is sort of bite-sized. That's what I love about it. Every bite is fun. It has a lot of different things going on. I'm so looking forward to getting together with Missy. And of course, we love getting together with the whole family, but sometimes we just want to kind of get over in a corner, have some girl talk. Okay, everything's ready. Now I just need to assemble the salad. I've got a whole bunch of shredded green leaf lettuce. I literally shaved it with a really sharp knife. Now I'll sprinkle on the diced chicken. And then I diced up just some Roma tomatoes. And then the grilled corn, delicious. I'll sprinkle on some pepper jack cheese, sliced green onions, avocado. Well, speak of the devil. Hi, Missy. You're here.
I'm here.
How weird for us just to get together for lunch. No kids, no husbands.
No.
I'm just finishing our salad, so I just gotta put the dressing on. There's tomatoes in there. Did you say healthy? Well, I'm gonna sprinkle a few chips on, if you don't mind.